We're circling a young forest here of 200 trees and shrubs, all natives, of 50 different species. We are here to welcome them to the community of life, to the centipedes and ants, the wood thrush and the great horned owl, the red oak and the spice bush, deer, rabbit, turtles, and thousands of other beings, including us. Many of us heard Dr. Carol Nash, brought here by Historic Shepherdstown, speak recently about the first peoples in this area. She reminded us that this was a place of rich cultural interactions. There were settlements of first peoples here, but also hunters and gatherers moving back and forth. They knew what to eat, even all winter long, and what was medicine. We come together today to honor all those who came before us, inhabiting this particular land, and to honor the soil here under us, the surrounding trees and plants and other diverse critters, the rain, an inch last night, wasn't it wonderful, and the sun, and the seasonal cycles of spring, summer, winter, and fall.
Switch out later. There you go.
These young plant beings now join our neighborhood, much to our delight. They and the wild creatures that they will call in and attract are our new neighbors. Join me in offering a collective welcome. Welcome, welcome.
So what are you looking at here? And why all this effort? Well, as you know, these are, quote, native trees and shrubs. They belong to this region. Microorganisms and insects have co-evolved with these species over millions of years to create a healthy ecosystem of mutual benefit. What's different about this forest is that it is intentionally planted to mimic what nature does on her own. There is great density here, leading to mutual benefit and feeding, as well as competition. Some will thrive, and others will go and become part of the soil. And there is great strength here because it's a very diverse community. As Kay said, 50 different species. Botanist Akira Miyawaki started what became an international movement to create native mini forests all over the world to help heal so much of what's been lost, to help cool the planet, and to restore the essential biodiversity upon which our lives all depend. So what's actually here? Well, tall canopy trees like white oak, tulip poplar, sugar maple, white pine, and shagbark hickory. Mid-sized understory trees like black gum, chestnut oak, scarlet oak, American hornbeam, dogwood, redbud, American bladdernut, American hazelnut. Shrubs like blackhaw, chokeberry, ninebark, fragrant sumac, arrowwood viburnum, and Chickasaw plum. We have learned the vital, essential role of oak trees. Oaks support over 500 species of insects, supporting more life forms than any other North American tree genus. So we have planted about 35 oak trees here, 6 different species. And for the most part in this forest, no two same species are planted next to each other. Now, there are, for example, 4 species of dogwoods here that will nourish 4 species of specialist bees, many generalist bees, and 118 varieties of caterpillars. Birds will enjoy eating their fruit. And for example, because we have black cherries, 5 black cherry trees here, we will see tiger swallowtail butterflies and red spotted purple butterflies. Each different species of tree and shrub will offer its gifts of food and habitat. We should also be aware that this new mini forest has neighbors that will work collaboratively with it. There's the native pollinator meadow up along the roadway. There are the butternut trees of Deer Hollow. There are the goldenrods in the triangle, the chinkapin oak just outside the fence that we planted a few years ago, and the clusters of native shrubs that the conservation team has been planting along this trail after steadily removing invasive non-natives. Now, as many of you and many visitors have observed, there are lots of birds here at Shepherd Village compared to other areas. Well, why is that? It's because with such attention to native plantings, we are steadily providing them with more and more food, restoring habitat, safe places to raise their young and to flourish. We simply do our part. And then the plants, the trees, the shrubs do theirs magnificently. So Marie there's a favorite poem for many of us just to help us center.
I'm going to share the thoughts of Mary Oliver. When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locust, equally the beech, the oaks, and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say that they save me, and daily. I am so distant from the hope of myself, in which I have goodness and discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches, and they call again. "It's simple," they say, "and you too have come into the world to do this, to go easy and to be filled with light and to shine."
Amen. That's certainly a favorite. And finally, with our ceremony now, we are here for a mutual blessing. Sorry, I forgot to touch my lips here. The trees bless us with many gifts. I'm going to name a few. Their beauty and diversity. They filter, clean, and help produce the very air we breathe. They create wildlife habitat, attracting pollinators and birds, as Charlotte has said. They support what we've learned is the small water cycle, helping rainwater slow down and soak in, and then the trees transpire, the water releasing it to clouds that then rain. They cool temperatures. They sequester carbon, feeding the mycorrhizal and bacterial networks under the ground. All of this is possible because of the very miracle of photosynthesis. They can eat the sun. Who knew? All life depends on it, their ability to do so, this incredible gift of photosynthesis. So now, in conclusion, let us express our gratitude by together saying thank you. Thank you to these little beings here. We are grateful for their many gifts, and in addition, we want to make a commitment to care and steward this young forest so it can thrive. Join me in expressing our commitment to care by repeating, "Yes, we will." Yes, we will. Thank you so much, and to these beings, welcome to our neighborhood.